Coastal fisheries in the Philippines is more than just food security, it's a way of life. If you're in any sort of coastal community in the Philippines and you ask people like, what do you do? If they're not a fisherman, then they will have someone in the family that is.
It has been the source of livelihood and food for our people, especially here in the Philippines, that we live in a coastal community, and hundreds of people, not even hundreds, but thousands of people are heavily dependent on it.
It's crucially important that we consider establishing marine protected areas close to shore. It's the heart of marine biodiversity. Where we're based in the Coral Triangle is one of the richest and most important places in the world for marine biodiversity, and hence the protection of the coral reefs and the marine ecosystems we have here is of an importance that is sort of belied by the size of the Philippines.
The scientific core of MCP has been our long-term survey programme, which we've been operating since 2017. So we've been gathering data since 2017 across a variety of different disciplines.
Our substrates like corals and sponges, to our benthic communities, things like nudibranchs, sea stars, sea cucumbers, and then of course to our fish. The focus is more on ecological role than it is on the phylogenetic species. And that allows us to kind of assess the function of the ecosystem as an overarching group, rather than saying, oh, we have a great population of this or a great population of that. It allows us to progressively track trends in the populations in both protected areas and non-protected areas.
We want the data that MCP creates and gathers to be really accessible to the local community.
It is our first and foremost obligation to provide value to our partners in the Philippines by helping them train, by helping them understand the data that is collected, by pointing out where we see inflection points, where the fulcrum of balance is changing, and to be aware of these factors in the systems that we are monitoring. The diving program that we offer here at Marine Conservation Philippines is one in where people can come and get training through or during the volunteering period.
And what I didn't realise was how much of a goal they have to create better divers and just make the perfect diver with perfect buoyancy, trim.
All of our volunteers that we teach, they're going to go on to do scientific diving and scientific surveys. So for us it's really, really important that they can get close to the bottom while staying in trim without their fins kicking up corals or damaging the environment or hurting creatures, or worse, hurting themselves.
We try to encourage the participants that come here to at least reach PADI rescue diver level. In the 10 years we've been operational, the reason why we've never had any accidents is because our divers are so well trained. Us as staff members, we're out diving with volunteers, and who's going to help us if we get in trouble, right? There would be the people that we have trained.
Everyone comes here with such enthusiasm and such motivation to do good and help towards the conservation and be part of MCP and the sort of mini community we have here. And it's just lovely. Everyone's got a really good heart and really want to be a part of the entire mission of MCP.
If you come as a volunteer, you are actually able to take part in something that's a little bit bigger than all of us, where your individual contribution makes a real difference for coastal communities in the Philippines, where the time and the money and the resources and the love and the passion that you spend while you're here helps make a difference in science, in conservation, for local communities and for the future.